001.
Hi guys, so
Speech off.
I thought it would be fun since I've gotten some new ones that I would show you the medals I've earned from racing with Team Triumph and Ainsley's Angels. I know I've posted photos of these, but I don't know, I just thought it would be fun to go live and put up a new video. We'll start from 2016 because that's when I first started racing with Team Triumph. My first race with them was the Metro Health Grand Rapids Marathon. This is the 2016 medal. It was cold, but I had a lot of fun. One of the runners who helped push me through the race is the the big shot of, I can't think of the word right now, of Team Triumph Michigan. So that's that one. That was my first marathon with them. My dad was like, I'm surprised you went, that you did the full marathon. And I was like, well, I don't know, for me it was either go big or go home. Start out with a bang. This was the 2017 Gazelle Girl half marathon. And this was a lot of fun. It was my first half with Team Triumph. I did the fifth third Riverbank run with Team Triumph that year. And it was the 40th anniversary. So this is the medal. And I like the little spinny guy, or spinny runner. That's really cool. Oops. Since I did both the Gazelle Girl half and the fifth third Riverbank 25K, I got this really cool double down medal. I can't talk tonight. So that was fun. This was the Metro Way 5K 2017. I think I remember it being hot that night. It was a Thursday night, and I think I remember it being hot, I think. It didn't rain, that's all I remember. So, my friend Travis, who's the captain's director of Team Triumph, talked me into doing, well actually he asked me if I wanted to do this race. This was the Michigan Titanium Half Ironman Triathlon. This was like it took us like 8 hours to finish. And it was hot, and during the run part I actually had to get up and walk because my legs kind of hurt from just sitting there. And the thingy in the middle spins, which is cool. I'm really proud of this one. Especially because I had a dizzy spell the day after. I don't think I drank enough water that day. This is the Lake Michigan Credit Union Bridge Run 10-mile medal. It's my first year of doing this one too, and I think this one's really cool. I love medals that have design to them that I can actually feel. I've done more races than I have medals for, because some don't give out medals, and I've given a couple of them away. 2017 Grand Rapids Marathon medal. This one, it was really, really rainy the night before, and I was really afraid that we weren't going to be able to race. But Sunday morning, it was fine for like the first 4 miles, and then we got dumped on for the rest of the race. Like, it just all of a sudden started coming down, and no matter how many blankets I was underneath, I just could not get dry. I was so cold, and just, this one was rough. It was another well-earned medal. I got up to cross the, to walk across the finish line, and I couldn't even feel my feet. My runners literally had to lift me out of the chair because it was just, I was just so cold, and I could not feel my feet. So that was 2017. This was the 2018 Gazelle Girl half marathon medal. And I had a trio of sisters push me through this race. It was a lot of fun. We had a blast. The 2018 Fifth Third Riverbank Run medal. My best friend Kristen did this race. This is her first race. And I think that was the year that we had like a little friendly competition going of who could be faster. Because I think that was the year that we both stopped for a bathroom break. At the same time. Thank God for Porta Johns out on the, or for Porta Potties, Porta Johns, whatever those things are called, out on courses of the long races, because it never fails that I usually have to stop at least once to use the bathroom. This was the 2018 Double Down, because I did both the Gazelle Girl and the Fifth Third Riverbank Run that year. Um, 2018 Grand Rapids Triathlon. This is my second triathlon with Team Triumph. I actually know my third. And this was a lot of fun. I love the bike parts of triathlons because you get to go fast, and I love going fast. This is the 2018 Town Crier 10K and medal, and the money raised from this race goes to help the track and cross-country kids at the Saugatuck High School. This year, or for 2018, I was paired with some really, really fast cross-country boys. And yeah, we were really, really fast. I think we finished in like 40 minutes tops. This is the 2018 MSU, oops, how about I turn it around, Grand Fondo medal. And this one was a lot of fun. Like I said, the bike parts of triathlons and, you know, bike races like this, you get to go really, really fast, and I love going fast. Met my special friend Melissa that day too. This is the 2018 Tri-Del Sol medal, and we came in first of the Team Triumph teams that day, which was cool. Um, 2018 Lake Michigan Credit Union Bridge Run 10 miler. (2018) Grand Rapids Marathon. This one was their, I think it was their, I want to say 15th anniversary. So that was cool to be a part of. And I should say that Team Triumph bought the Tri-Del Sol race, and the 2018, the Tri-Del Sol race was their 10th anniversary, or was its 10th anniversary, so that was cool. So this one is the Trails to Hope 2-mile race, and this one is a race through the woods. And I think it was Terrence who, when he sent out the email with all the, you know, pairings of the teams and stuff, he said that there would be spots where they'd have to, you know, lift the captain plus the chair over stumps and logs and whatnot. And then he put in all caps, "Don't drop the captain." I thought that was kind of funny. But this was my first trail race with Team Triumph, and it was a lot of fun. And yeah, they wanted, you know, light captains because, you know, them having to pick us plus the chairs up. You know, they had a weight limit, and I'm too heavy for that race now, which really is a bummer because that was a lot of fun. 2019 Gazelle Girl Half, and this one was another cold. It was actually sleeting while we were out there, and I think I had a flat tire, if I remember correctly. So yeah, this one wasn't without its challenges. 'Let's see. Purple Community 5K. I did this with a guide. His name is Greg, and he did a really good job for, you know, a first-time guider. About fell once. Thank God for strong guys like Greg who were there to make sure I didn't fall flat on my face. That one was fun. That was the first race that I'd ever brought Jake to, and yeah, he wasn't too happy about mom leaving him. This one is really special for me. Friend of mine from Ohio came up to run this race so that we could hang out and spend some time together. And I thought that was really sweet. His name is Kevin. You've probably seen me post about him. So this one was really special for me. This is the Double Down medal that I got for doing both the Gazelle Girl half and the Amway Riverbank 25K. The Riverbank race is like I think like the biggest, one of the biggest 25Ks. The only 25K in Michigan, and there's usually like thousands of people there to run it. So that one, they don't, they ask us not to walk across the finish line because they don't want to, us to get in the way of other people. This was the Bear Lake Triathlon. This one was really fun. There was a giant hill in the middle of the bike course that the person who was pulling me on the bike had to walk the bike up the hill because it was so big, but it was a lot of fun going down. I really miss doing this race. I hope we can do it again. If not this year, then next year. I love it when races are close to home for me. Not that I mind going to like Grand Rapids, but it's really fun when they're close to home. So this is the 2019 Brian Dimer 5K medal. And the Brian Dimer race usually doesn't give out medals. I think this was like their 30th anniversary or something. So that's why they gave out the medals for this one. Did this one with a guide, my friend Shelly, and we had a lot of fun together. So, Grand Rapids Triathlon 2019. This one was rainy, it was wet, it was cold and miserable, and Kristen and I both were pretty wet and pretty miserable by the end of it. It was just rough. The 2019 Town Crier 10K, I was put with high school boys again that year, and we finished in like, was it like 36 minutes or whatever? Yeah, 36 minutes. It was really, really fast. I think that was the year we even stopped at one of the aid stations for water. This was the Grand Haven Triathlon. Again, another one that I hope we can do, if not this year, then next year. And this one was fun. I had never done a race in Grand Haven before, so this was cool. I think the girls on the road, well, maybe I had done like cross-country stuff in Grand Haven before, but like races in Grand Haven, I don't remember now, but anyway, this was cool. This was fun. The Run for the Sun 5K. This one was cool. This one was in Holland, and they have a camp there called Camp Sunshine, and it's for kids with Down syndrome. And they do this 5K every year. I think they did it virtually during COVID. So this was fun. This was a Wednesday night, and it was in the middle of July, and I don't remember it being really, really hot. Of course, it was, at night, so, I think it cooled down that night. This is the Metroway 5K for 2018. This one was hot. I think I went through like 2 bottles of water, maybe even 3 bottles of water, just before the race started. And I think this was the one where I was like, I really have to pee, because one of my angels was like, do you want to walk across the finish line? And I was like, at this point, I really have to pee, so I don't think that would be a good idea. So that was that one. And I had to, pee because I had drank all that water, and yeah, it was finally catching up with me. So this one was the 2019 Tridel Sol. It was nicknamed Tridel Storm because there was a really big storm right before the race, and so the race was like delayed for what felt like an hour and a half, and it finally cleared up so that we could race. But it was that was a long morning. So yeah, that was Tridel Storm, Tridel Sol for 2019. Whoops, hold on. There we go. This one I thought was really cool. This was the Swim and Run Muskegon. It was like a 1 kilometer swim and a 5K run. And I'd never done one of these before. It's basically a triathlon without the bike part. And that was cool. Kristen and I, we had a ball. We got to ride the waves that day. The Millennium Triathlon for 2019. This was another fun one. This was the year that I think we got lost on the bike course. So it added a little bit of distance to the bike part of the race. And Kristen and I had a friendly competition going during this one too. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I think out of all the triathlons, I know Kristen said that the Millennium is her favorite. I like them all. I don't know if I necessarily have a favorite. I think it depends on the year. This was the 2019 Michigan Titanium Triathlon. I did the Olympic distance that year. And I think, if I remember right, it rained during this race too, I think. This was cool. For people that did both the Grand Rapids Triathlon and the Michigan Titanium Triathlon, they got this double down medal, which I thought was really cool. was like, hey, I'll take the extra bling. So this one's another really special one to me, because my friend Kevin came up from Ohio, and he was actually part of my team for the bridge run for 2019, which I thought was really cool. We got to run across the finish line together, and it was a lot of fun. We went out for breakfast afterward, and it was, where did we go? The Sundance Cafe. Their food was really good. This is the 2019 Oktoberfest half marathon. Another one close to home that I really hope we can do again this year, next year. MTT friends, if you're watching this, pretty please. So anyway, yeah, this is fun. Race in Spring Lake, and yeah, it was cool. This is the 2019 Metro Health Grand Rapids Marathon Medal. Another one of my favorites. And I try to do this race every year because it's kind of, I guess, my anniversary race with Team Triumph, so and these race medals are really high quality and awesome, and so I try to do that race every year. So this one, my friend Lorraine invited me to go to Louisiana with her to do the Louisiana Half Marathon. She had her own chair and everything. But I still count this as a race I did with Ainsley's Angels because we had dinner with them the night before, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. I hope we can do another race together because I think that would be a lot of fun. This is the 2021 Acquire the Dream 10K race. This was in Lansing. It was my first race with Ainsley's Angels. And yeah, it was great because I had wanted to do a race with them for a while, and since they're on the other side of the state, I don't get a chance to, to do one with them very often, so that was fun. And because I had done my first race with them, they give out these Angel Wings medals to everybody who does, after they do their first race with them. So that was really cool. Once again, extra bling that I was like, sweet. And I was actually excited to, to get it because I had heard of, other people, getting those. So I was really excited to see, like, to get it and see what it looked like and stuff. This was the Byron Days 5K, 2021. And this medal's like really tiny. It's cool. So this one I thought was really like unique. So this is the 2021 Tridel Soul medal. And this one, instead of the ribbon like all the other ones have, it has this chain on it, which I think is really, really cool, really unique. So I thought that was really cool. The 2021 Millennium Triathlon. We didn't get lost that year on the bike course. It was fun though. This is the 2021 Michigan Titanium Triathlon medal. This is the Olympic distance. This one's pretty big. Tries for Health always gives out really cool medals and shirts and stuff, and that was really cool. And they usually post about their medals before like the races and stuff, and I was like, man, I wish I could see, and Lori, who helps kind of run the show over there, described it to me, which I thought was really cool. So this is the 2021 Gran Fondo, MSU Gran Fondo medal, and I really had a blast doing this one, because again, it's a bike race, and you get to go fast, and I love going fast. Only thing is that I wasn't too, I guess, impressed with they make you stop once at a rest stop before the, like halfway through the race, and they have all this food. I wasn't really impressed with their food that year. This is the 2021 LMCU Bridge Run 10 Mile medal. So, what used to be the Oktoberfest 5K, 10K, and a half marathon was changed to the Armed Services 5K, 10K, and a half marathon. Team Triumph did the 5K that year. And this was when it was still in Spring Lake. And I'm really proud of this one because I have family who have been in the military. So this one was a really special one for me, and I hope we can do this one again too. My eye's running. So this is the 2021 Grand Rapids Marathon medal. And it was cold, but at least it didn't rain. I'm very thankful it didn't rain that year. So this one is the Amway Riverbank Run 25K. They moved it from May to October for 2021. And that day I remember I was really emotional because one of my friends who had pushed me in the 2019 Gazelle Girl half marathon had died that year. And one of the people who helped me out during some of the triathlons had died that year too, and so it was a really emotional day for me. And on top of that, my friend Luke was having surgery, and so that added to my emotions. So yeah, that was a really emotional day for me. So that was that medal. And even though it was like the year after COVID, they still had like, I think thousands of people there running that race, which was cool. So this was the 2022 Leprechaun Chase 5K. It was in Holland. And last year it was really cold. Like it was like 3 degrees outside, but with the wind chill it felt even colder. I was freezing by the end of this race. Thank God it was only a 5K. I don't know if I could have made it through a longer race. My friend Luke has it literally looks like a sleeping bag that that keeps him warm during the cold races. I was like, man, I really need one of those. This was last year's Acquire the Dream race. And the cool thing was that I had the same runner 2 years in a row, which is really cool. Last year I went down to, before that. So last year they changed the Gazelle Girl race to the She Runs Grand Rapids. And this medal is really big. It's not the biggest one in my collection, but it's definitely up there with, you know, big ones. And I thought this was really cool. It's heavy too. So now back to what I was saying. I went down last year to Indiana to do the Indy Mini half. I was actually supposed to go and do it with Team Triumph in 2020. Thanks to COVID, I couldn't. I was supposed to do the Amway Riverbank Run 25K last year too, but I got COVID shortly after we got back from Indiana, so I couldn't do that. You know, I couldn't go. But anyway, this is last year's Indy Mini Half Marathon medal. This one was really cool because we got to run on the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, which was cool. This is last year's Grand Rapids Triathlon medal. I'm glad I gave this race another shot because it was not rainy last year. And I'm really thankful for that. Because I really didn't want another year like 2019. So my friend Johnny Agar is one of the race directors for a race in Ada. It used to be called the St. Patrick's Parish Festival 5K, but now it's the Johnny's Run 5K. And this was last year's medal. Johnny started racing with Team Triumph back in like 2008. He's got cerebral palsy. And now he and his dad do races like all over the place. Yeah, this was a fun one. I mean, it was hot, but it was still fun. And I even got a shout out from Johnny as I was crossing the finish line, which I thought was really, really cool. Another one of the cool things was my friend Dakota decided to push one of the MTT board members across the finish line. um, which I thought was really cool. So this was last year's Millennium Triathlon medal. And that one was fun too. I really hope that I can do the Johnny's Run 5K again this year, because that was a lot of fun. This one means a lot to me because I was diagnosed with OCD last year. This is the 1 in 5 5K, and it raises awareness for folks with mental health disorders, and kind of, you know, goes towards like erasing the stigma of, you know, mental health disorders. So this one was really special for me. This one is the Lake Michigan Credit Union Bridge Run 5K, and all the 10-mile spots were full last year, so I did the 5K, and it was a lot of fun. And actually the 1 in 5 5K was the race where I met my friend Nicole, and we did this race together too. This is last year's Grand Rapids Marathon medal. And last but definitely not least is the 2022 Marine Corps Marathon medal. This one, I went down to Washington, D.C. With my friends from Ainsley's Angels. There was a bunch of us from Michigan who went. And from start to finish, I mean, this weekend was a lot of fun. The weekend was a lot of fun. So during the race, you know, I had to stop quite a few times to use the bathroom, and my runner and I were both like, okay, you know, we both gotta go, so we used the same bathroom, because I was like, well, we're, you know, it's whatever, we're both girls, we're fine. And you know, a lot of people, because they have what they call duo teams, so one rider and one runner. Well, you know, during a full marathon, that's a lot for just one person, and it was really amazing to me to see like how many people like stepped up to help us, you know, during the race, and you know, who offered to push, who offered to, you know, help push up hills and whatnot. That was really cool. From mile 12 to 13, it's called the Blue Mile, and all along it are signs, you know, family members standing with signs of with the names of their family members who have died in service, and all you could hear was feet and breathing. Like there was no music, no, you know, no nothing. It was just incredible. As somebody who comes from a family who has had members in the military, it was just an incredible race. Once in a lifetime opportunity. And if you, in this, the globe opens, which is really cool. and that's what the inside looks like. So, there you have it. Every single medal from 2016 to 2022, and let me tell you, these are really, really heavy, and I just dropped them. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I might do this again. I won't go through all of them, but my 2023 ones I think I'll go through once this year's race season is over.
Speech on. Show viewers. Comments. Tony Maria's bring them on video. You wore these bring them on video. You wore the content. Melissa show viewers. Bring them on video. You wore the content. See 30. Body content. Bring them on video. Tony creative tools. Flip camera. Front facing. Invite. Button. Invite go live. Button. Comment. Button. Flashlight off. Button. Share poll. Button.